Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on 3rd and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs. And now they have to pump the ball away.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Here's Hardman to return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw, Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 60 yards. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Ready, set. Black swap, check white.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy.